Hello, welcome back to SnowRunner. I'm HeadX. Joining me today is Ged and Rio, and with any luck, nobody will get kicked because I did reduce the amount of people available to play down from 4 to 3. So we're gonna hope and see if that makes it a little bit better for everybody with nobody getting kicked. Yes, you do, because first come, first serve. The code is in the Discord. Uh, Well, it might be a little hard for that one to work. So, all right. So, guys, the last two contracts that we have to do, we have super order and we have containers from the ship, or cargo from the ship, is it's called. Yep, cargo from the ship. Yep. As long as we get these done in time, we'll be able to head to Alaska and start a whole new ball game. So, yes, we could say that. Is the Navy gay? No, the Navy's not gay. It's a joke. It's just a joke. We the military has all kinds of real bad jokes that from one branch to the next. Yeah, like the chair force. You know, exactly, because they're jarheads. I mean, it's just like I was in the 82nd Airborne. You know what the AA stands for? It's the Amos and Andy Division. The Amos and Andy Division. Amos and Andy were a couple of old comedians from like way, 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 way back when. I sure did. I loved it. No, because typically I had a 70-pound rucksack attached to me. It shouldn't have been. The only one here is Rio. You're stuck on the loading screen? Let me check. It shouldn't have, but let's check. Nope, the code is the same. Could be a internet thing on your end where it didn't quite go out. Are you still on the loading screen, Rio? It depends on how quickly we can get these two contracts done. Is two oversized containers that have to get picked up and delivered. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I have to look. I'm trying to get the White Western Star back to civilization here real quick. And well, Yes, you're going to need a crane because if you remember right, Bryce had gone and picked them up and tried double stacking and crashed, and they are currently laying on the ground. Ye- Yes. No, you'd never get the 8 slot in there. Well, what we can do is all three of us can run up there. We'll put a crane on one truck to load them, and two of us can take tractor trailers. Ged did manage to make it all the way through and it is in the garage, so. I am almost back to the garage right now. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, reset the crane. The cranes are almost always glitched first off. Just reset the crane and it'll be fine. Old and the new. Is that like a before and after photo? Hello, Steve. Well, I need to find my what map my Fleet Star's on, and it should be. Yeah, I was gonna say because I got one here in Drummond, because that's already outfitted with the sideboard and the crane. I just need to grab it. Well, it might take me a minute to get over there because I got to drive my truck with my. Right, I currently my Fleet Star that has the sideboard bed and the crane on it right now is in Drummond Island, so I got to go from Drummond Island back down there. I could, but I've already got a truck outfitted that doesn't require me to spend additional money in order to remember, right now I'm still a little on the tight side. Yes, I can. Actually, I'm going to look and see how many we need. Uh-huh. One. Let's see. Not that button. That button. And on the loading platform. Yeah, I'm grabbing it right now because that's where I was actually parked at. Yep. I guess I should probably restore my crane. Yeah, I'll grab that on my way by. Do we only need one concrete block? Look through the whole order and make sure that's all. Well, what I'll do, because you get metal beams at the same place I get the concrete blocks, I got a trailer with me. I'll load this trailer. It's a sideboard trailer. Just the tow behind trailer. Yep, I'll load the trailer and leave it there loaded, so you just have to pick it up. No, I'm good. You know how far away your Western Star is from where I'm located right now? because it's not designed for a crane. We've already got concrete slabs in Drummond anyhow. Because there's a trailer up here with a concrete slab on it, so. Hey, how come nobody told me that I didn't pack my cargo? Well, I've already got the wooden planks on board, so. Yes, I did. uh, yes. I wasn't going to cut that price down with the fact that I set the rule of not selling any of my trucks. Yeah, especially things like trucks like the Bandit that I don't really ever use because, well, it likes to fall over if it gets hit by a fly. Too late. I did that on what was it, season 15, I think it might have been, where I needed fuel and I had oil drums that I picked up and drove all the way to the destination. Well, just outside of the destination before I figured out that I had the wrong stuff on my truck. Well, no, I did it in season 15. Because they needed it, man. Well, they need a little bit more. If Kelly were here, she'd tell you exactly how much more they need. But we don't have Kelly in this. We just have to take the orders as they come in email. I don't know. If you ask some of the women I know, they tell you it was. I know a lot of women that drive big, mean trucks. I wouldn't say it's harder. It's just different. The requirements are different. Probably Kelly. I don't know. Kelly does Kelly. Kevin Hart. Hey, Adam. Gonna be lurking? Okay. All right, there's going to be a trailer with metal beams on it up at the warehouse already. Ooh. It's not all the way up there. No, it's right outside of town. Yes. I already have the wooden plank. I told you that. It's already on my truck. Because you still need the concrete blocks from all the way up here anyhow. This is the only spot to get them. You got to remember when we set a plan, you've got to stick to it. You cannot keep changing what you want to do. Vehicle, service, same thing. Yes, because the deliveries have to be done in order, which means until the logistics base is done, the rest of it can't be completed. But things can be picked up. Um, we still Ged, I'm bringing them down. Whatever you grabbed, drop it. Well, well, I currently have my wooden planks still. I have those and the concrete blocks. You make it sound like I'm going by the farm to get there. Yep, because remember, I'm coming from Drummond Island. I have no idea. Now, if it was dark, I would be going the other way. I would not take this route if it was dark. Yes, player list is full, Zantana. I've only got it set for a total of 3 players just because I'm trying to keep people from getting kicked by the game. Seems like every time we get 4 in it, kicks somebody. Well, I'll probably be heading through that way on my way back out of there. Another time? Yeah. Easy. Come on, Flippy. Behave yourself. Is this the same land bridge that the first Asian migrants used to populate the Americas? I don't know. It could be. You never know. If they've got a land bridge that makes it straight to Michigan. Hey, JL, welcome in. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. He can't hear you. All right, purple water splashing up. That was interesting. Get a little bit of a light show over here. Must be the Aurora Borealis. All right, Gad, I got one question. Have you actually successfully done anything? Or are you... Well, yeah, but that's not productive. I don't know. It seems like you're constantly changing your mind about what you want to do and what you want everybody else to do. Whew. I was almost stuck on a stump. Yeah, Zero, I was talking to Ged. Grumpy hat? No, I'm not grumpy. I'm just herding cats, as MJ would say. Herding cats. Which is a cat. Heads up. The password is move because this thing will tip over if I go too off road. Wait, we don't call them Flippy for nothing. Yeah, ask JL how well that works out. Well, yeah. Thought he was going to make you pay a toll for a second. Well, he was trying to make me pay a toll. My crane looks plenty fine. That's all right. As long as it's good on my screen, we're good. No, you're not even making any contact. Stupid tree. I'm not stuck. I just got to get off this tree. Not. It's directly ahead of me. It's laying on the ground. Trust me, it's there. It's not an upright tree. It's one laying down. You were saying? Help? What do you need help for? I didn't fall over. I didn't fall over. That's the 47? Yeah, it likes to tip over. Oh, that's not you. Hang on. There you go. I don't need you hooked onto me. That'll pull me over. Stop connecting to me. No, you're not. Trust me. With this truck, no. I already drove through here once. Flippy likes to tip over, but Flippy will get through some stuff. Says the guy that just got stuck. I seen ya. You were on screen. Stuck bogged right down in the mud. Hey, who left that trailer up here? Yeah, you might not want to do that. Well, is it your trailer or is it one of mine? Any of my trailers, try to bring them back towards the trailer store when you get done with them, or at least back to the garage. All right, I am I'm going to drag this concrete block forward a little bit so that my weight's a little more evenly dispersed. Better for rear wheel traction where it was? Well, the problem is where it was well behind the rear wheels. And I want to keep the front wheels on the ground too for steering. Just let him go, Gad. He'll be alright. If he needs help, he'll tell us. However, I may need to get somebody to bring me some fuel because I am running a little on the low side up here. I'm down to 13 gallons. I don't know. I'm down to 9 gallons, 8 gallons. Good luck with my trip. All right, that didn't work. That's fine. Well, why not? Usually about 2.5 to 3 hours. All right, I am down by the log station right now. I am at 3 gallons right now, with my dashboards jumping at me. 2. And 1. So I am definitely not getting any further. Hey, there he is. Roadside assistance. Not on my screen. Yeah. All right. Let's... Ah, she moves so much better with fuel. Hey, don't get hung up on a tree stump. Something. Do something productive. Well, you mean a concrete slab, which is already in Drummond Island, and there's the steel beams are on that trailer up at the warehouse. I don't think so. Are you kidding? Continue on with what we started. Pick something, Ged. Oh, are these the consumables you dropped earlier, Ged? Yeah, well, we don't need the wooden planks, but we do need the consumables. So, um, yeah, give me 1 second here. Well, that ain't working. All right, hang on, Rio. Yes. Oh, hold on. Nope. Can't winch to you. I don't know what that's. See, yeah, you can winch to me, but I can't winch to you. I don't know what the heck that's all about. Don't know. No, we were just testing just in case he does. I was able to winch to. I could winch to get earlier. All right, hang on. Now let's see if I can do it. There we go. I was trying to get rid of the extra wooden plank. Well, he should have spent more. Yeah, they're all in roadcraft broken down. I think he has spent more time in the garage this stream than he has actually delivering cargo. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, that's all right. My fleet star's staying on its wheels. It looked to me like you got the raw end of that deal. Too many cooks in the kitchen is right. All right. Good, 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 good. All right, what the heck are we dumping this stuff on? We need... Oh, gotta unpack it first. Um, well, the only thing Island Lake still needs is fuel. After we put these on here. Yeah, if that's the direction you're gonna go with it and stuff, that'd be ideal for you, is to just grab that on your way. All right, go ahead and pack that up, and you're ready to. He is on his dairy. Well, are you a high saddle? Oh no, the 3 slots is a low saddle, isn't it? Kind of romantic. What's kind of romantic? Herding these cats? All right. Well, I'm ready to transfer, but you need to get that trailer for me to transfer it onto. That's one way to do it. You might have to change your angle. Hold on. There you go. Your what lesson? Ah. All right, there you go. Because you wanted to? All right, you're loaded. Again. Yeah, I can do that. Well, cargo from the ship is 2 oversized containers, though, so. Well, then I can't get the other stuff. Which warehouse? So those are going to the warehouse down here. Hang on 1 second. 0 seconds to spare? All right, well, you didn't need too many seconds then. Seconds Sie Deutsch. Going to the port. Are you? Are you now? Children, children, children. I just left the garage, truck and trailer. No, because the concrete slab is already in Drummond. The concrete slab's already in Drummond. And the metal beams are nowhere. He would have had to drive all the way through Drummond to get to where the metal beams are. Why are you back in the garage? You you don't have to go to the garage to do that. Well, you're just lucky, I guess. Fuel does expand when it gets warm, but it has to get really warm for it to expand. Like 90-degree temperatures are not going to make your fuel warm. Your fuel's not going to expand in a 90-degree temperature. I got plenty of it. No, I took it all. That's why I got plenty of it and you don't have any. Your soda's all in my refrigerator. Well, if you save it long enough, it can ferment and become alcoholic. I got a buddy that his daughter loved apple cider and vegetables and all that kind of stuff. And she found a container of apple cider that had been in the back of the refrigerator for like way longer than it should have been. and she drank it, and he couldn't figure out why she was getting goofier and goofier as the night went on, and she had had like 4 16-ounce glasses of this apple cider that had fermented. So she was pretty well schnockered. Yes, because most stuff has to have there's got to be certain conditions in order to make it ferment. Hey, leave that there. That's my halfway up the mountain fuel stop. Hey, that little Transtar's not a bad truck. I don't know, it made it all the way up there, and I had to drive through some mud to get there. Just the stock tires that it came with. I'm sure it's possible. There you go, JJ. If you're out there watching, that's your next hard mode. All highway tires. You mean with the Scouts only? He has to have something that'll do high and low saddle for some of the special trailers. I think he puts in enough work on that deal. JJ could do a no fuel playthrough if he really wanted to. I'm sure he'd figure out how to make it work. Yeah. Mason. How you doing, Mason D? Did I ask him what the D stands for? Nah. Everybody's got to have their secrets. Doing good. I'm good myself, Mason. Think Ged just died? Well, could be worse. I mean, like Zantana fell asleep in Roadcraft the other day, and one of Sergei's trucks with a load on the truck. So unfortunately, it wasn't a packed load or anything. It was when we were loading steel beams into the Warden. So we just ended up taking one of the cranes and picking that truck up and moving it into the loading zone for the Warden. Oh, we tried waking them up, fussing at them, and yeah, it wasn't working. So, I'm gonna have to drop this trailer and switch that because those metal beams are packed. Oh, maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. Yes, he did. Well, he was just up here because he just tried running me off the road. Yeah. All right, crane mode. Come on, get up there. I'm gonna knock the trailer over anyway. There we go. Whew. And I'm sure I'm not close enough for grabbing the fuel. Well, yeah. Wouldn't be right otherwise. Oh, look who's back in chat. Your phone died. Yeah, that's a likely excuse. Well, first I got to go up and get my the cargo's already on the ground before you'll ever get to the ship. Yeah, so you're gonna have to wait until after I take care of getting this stuff over to its location. You should have. Hey, he was confident he could do it. Yeah, you probably could do that. Yeah, but you still got to wait until I get to where I got to go because I'm not going to ever get anywhere if I keep stopping to do stuff like that. Uh, well, I don't know. You spent an awful lot of time hemming and hawing about what you wanted to do, so it kind of, your Aunt Gladys. What truck are you driving? Yeah, well, I don't know that I would have drove a Pike through here. I mean, do you got your all-wheel drive on? Wow. Yeah, because I gotta grab this other trailer that slabs are in. No, you're gonna have to wait a second. When I get up here and I grab this other trailer, I'll reset that so that the stuff will be at the loading point. I have a whole series I played on Fraser Island. In case you guys are wondering why I turned around there and now I'm backing all the way up to the gas station. Well, going to the gas station was a secondary thought after I turned around, so. Uh-oh. What if? But all the contracts would be in Spanish, so you'd never know what they were saying. Unless you spoke Spanish or read Spanish. All right. Well, if you want to delete the ones that are on the ground when you go by them. Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to deliver these until we get to that part anyhow. You'll have to ask Saber that. Driver error. That water is not a good spot to go. When I got my PS5, the gal tried selling me a extra controller with it. And I said, what do I need an extra controller for? It's just me. I'm the only one going to be using it. She goes, well, what if your batteries go low while you're playing? I said, I can plug it in. It's like I grew up in a generation where your controllers were always attached to the console with a cord. It doesn't bother me to have a cord attached. Patience, young Skywalker. No. Definitely not. And that would be where, hang on a second, let me look. How close is it to where we got to go? Well, there's yours. That's mine. Uh, yeah, I'm not really going anywhere near that one anyhow, so I'll I'll stick with the actually, I'm going to go ahead and take these things over there cuz he's got that part opened up so I can drop this stuff off. I can just drop it off and get it delivered. I have no clue if I have a truck in Black River or not. Been streaming for about an hour and a half. No, because I have work in the morning. Grown up stuff. He's mad because you called him Princess Leia. Do it. What cargoes he got to deliver? He said, yeah. Ah! What do I have on my truck? I have a metal beam and a concrete slab. Actually, the metal beam is currently laying on the ground. Uh-huh. I just have to pick the metal beams back up off the ground and put them back on top of the trailer. Rio doesn't have the last cargo. I have the last cargo. Yes, he did. He did. He did. Ged, you notice where it says super order, the only thing it says is metal beams? If you're tracking it? Yes. That's the one that matters. Yes. The my screen is the one that counts. You were looking at the contract itself instead of actually looking at the tracking. Yes. Some of it's not mistakes. Some of it's what's called Easter eggs, where they want to see if you figure it out. Uh-huh. I'll grab the upgrade on my way through. It's underneath the metal beams. Why wouldn't I? Hey, Bryce. There you go. Go deliver the cargo. Yeah, Bryce, there's oh, I got it set up currently for only 3 so we don't have people getting kicked constantly. Because of the way everybody kept getting kicks the other night. Alright. Promotion to rank 19. Super order. Expected nothing less. No one but you could have handled this job. 2,740 XP. 32,650 cash. Well, if I just got promoted to 19, what level was I before? No. I don't know. Say, Rio, if you're not doing anything at all right now, well, I head over after this. If you want to take something and come up here and grab that upgrade, and then or grab something and start collecting trailers. Yeah, don't pay attention to all that stuff. Yes, you're not gonna see my stats. I don't know. I'm not looking at it right now. All right, hang on. Where upgrades over there? So I need to go down right there. Uh, 107 is a pretty respectable amount. Oh, I forgot there was actually a trailer up here with metal beams on it too, so I didn't even have to bring them in. Yeah, it's done now. Nope, we just remove the cargo before we sell the trailer. All right, new engine for P16. It's a new engine for the P16. Black River. Well, that typically only happens when you get mad and throw your controller at the ground. Why? Why would you flip over? I mean, what? Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. All right, Bryce, we'll talk to you later. Do you? Do you really? Yes, yes, it is. Because I got to get over here, drop this trailer, go over, get some fuel, come back, get the trailer picked up again, then go get my cargo. Stay off the guardrails. They're not nice to you. It's a Dagwood. Jimmy John's Gargantuan, which is a sandwich that they have that is not on the menu. You just have to know it exists. You mean the one that he kept eating for like months after it molded? Actually, I may drag this fuel trailer part of the way back with me because I believe this one is a low saddle trailer. We'll find out for sure. Yeah. At the gas station? Oh yeah. Well, I got to go get that other the other thing, the other cargo container. I've got a 5 slot waiting. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, your trailer's gonna disappear unless you want to sell your trailer back. I don't. Yeah. All right. Well, let me go ahead and drop your trailer while I'm refueling here. No, they're tucked neatly away. Yeah. Yep, that's the plan. Man, if you want to stop and delete the other 2 containers on your way by, knock yourself out. All right. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Yes. Stan is the man. I don't know how handy Stan the Man is. Just that he's Stan the Man. Nope. All right, Gad. It's the one spot. And then there were two. The fuel trailer will get sold. Well, I've got a couple of them at various locations, so for what we got to do, I think we'll be good on fuel. Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if it works that way? There can be only one. That's why they call me Neo. Ah, the Bryce Oopsie Poopsie. Oh, I'll be okay double stacking. Like, not on that road. Of course, the first time I did it, I went in there with the twin steer. And keep in mind the fact that I also, on my first playthrough, played all the regions in order, so I did not have the all-wheel drive for the twin steer going through there. It was a struggle bus. I'm gonna, when I get over there, I'm gonna see if I can find where Ged flipped over and see if I can't rescue his load. Because that's the way they did it. Hey, There are no regulators in this game. And they are not going to mount up. Carefully. Very carefully. It was that giant tsunami that came through. See, now you're learning. Guess I can't turn that sharp while I'm toting the trailer on the winch. Yeah, too bad I can't pick those up and recycle them. Stupid tires. And barrels. That's right. Big, big profits. Reverse, reverse. Okay, your trailer is at the trailer store, minus about 20 gallons of fuel. Oh, really? He didn't make it very far inside, did he? Oh, and he was pulling his trailer. So I got to buy another trailer that I can put that on. Because it's not a winchable point. Did you try to turn around down in the hole? Well, you kind of just got to jackknife it to turn around at the top. Yeah, and all those truck frames. Yeah, I don't get, they should have made those recyclable in Roadcraft. I mean, they're all metal. But they should have been. Only the SnowRunner universe. Because a metal truck frame is recyclable. 100%. Well, they're there just to make you ask questions. Oh. Well, see, then you would be wrong because you're already asking questions. Why ask why? Try Bud Dry when you're 21. Okay, then wait till you're 18. I didn't hear that. Or can they? Come on. Get in there. Yeah, he had to be not paying very good attention right there. I think Ged was, yes, just off in La La Land. Maybe he got distracted by chat. He was over there reading one of General Lee's messages. Because that's never caused anybody to flip their truck before. What'd you do? Flip your trailer over? Oh, probably because... Do you have your suspension up? They weren't intended to do that. COVID. On the CV, huh? CB. Do you know what CB stands for? Do you know what CB stands for? Citizens Band. So it's the Citizens Band radio. I told him a step pike wasn't the truck for the job. Go for it, don't go for it. I think we're going to go for it. But we're going to go for it in low gear. Hey, you've got to have some kind of control. Maybe we're not going to go for it. Really? At high centered? On what? No, but it works. Yeah, if you want to tow it with you. See, not only that, but this drops me off right where I got my TranStar parked. Road train. Or as Peter Griffin would say, Roadhouse. Futurama. I never really got into Futurama. You know, I've watched it here and there. The one that I can't stand is that Bob's Burgers. I'm sorry, that's just stupidity for the sake of stupidity. Yeah, most of the DLC trucks probably would not have gotten high centered on that little hill. I mean, it was just a little rise in the ground. But the little Fleet Star made it. Oh, yes. Deseparates, you know. It's where it attaches. Deseparate, that's where it attaches. All right, Ged, if you're out there watching, your load's about to be delivered. Yeah, yeah. Reasons and such. Hey, neighbor, how you doing? Good day. You're just starting your day, aren't you, neighbor? Mine's ending. Yours is just beginning. Yeah, if you're attached by a winch, it'll come in there. Yeah, this is an unofficial, not quite hard mode, so I called it the difficult mode because I made up a few of my own rules. The only one I screwed up on, I made it so that I had to pay for repairs, but then I accidentally selected no damage. So, that one's kind of a wash. But the rest of it, pay for fuel, pay for recovery, which is really expensive. Have to do all the regions in order. No DLC trucks till I'm out of Michigan. Can't remember all of them. I got them all wrote down in the Discord. It's not quite a I hate myself mode. All right. You are in town. We got trailers that have to go back. What do you say we grab the trailers out of Drummond after you get that delivered? We'll go up and we'll clean up Drummond Island trailers before hitting the rest of them. What's done the collapse thing? Oh, yours? The one you're trying to sell? All right, give me a minute. I'm heading back up the hill right now. So, you did get it on. All right. But yeah, after you get that one developed, brutal sometimes feels like that mode. Yeah, I don't quite hate myself. You can't sell any of my trailers. Right. I can't sell yours, you can't sell mine. Yes, you can bring it to the trailer store. That's why I say, for the most part, we can just gather them all up and I can sell them all later. I mean, Drummond's the only one that doesn't have a trailer store, so... The rest of the maps all have trailer stores. What? Yes, the fuel trailer. Yeah, I can grab it. I'm not sure how many trailers we have up in Drummond. I know there's another sideboard dolly trailer. All right. Why was the crab afraid of tight spaces? I don't know. Why was the crab afraid of tight spaces? Claustrophobic. Somebody's been reading too many Laffy Taffy jokes. Kind of like, what time is it when an elephant sits on the fence? Time to get a new fence. What did the buffalo say to his son or the son? His son? Watch out for the bills. Ah, bye, son. That's terrible. You're not old enough for dad jokes. Worst thing is, I'm a dad and I said it was terrible. All right. Oh, you know the crappy thing. Is my CK still in Island Lake? Otherwise, I got to get a scout up there because there's all those scout fuel trailers up there. Hey, Ged. All right, so I'm gonna have to get a scout to Island Lake because there's like 4 or 5 of them scout fuel trailers there, and the hidden service trailer. Meow. We could. I mean, there's Antenna out there if he wanted to jump in. Bryce is out there if he still wants to jump back in. You must have just jumped back through. Because as I pulled... It's a chicken. But yeah, right as I pulled into the trailer store, it said that you left Smithville Dam. I know nothing about stealing trailers. Well, fortunately, that trailer was left abandoned, and the fuel guy at the fuel station said, "Take it, get it out of here. It's hogging up my space." The delivery driver got kicked. Alright, well, I'm headed... almost ready to head back down the mountain. You know, you still got a slight up the mountain stroke to go before you can go back down the mountain. That's right. There is absolutely nothing we can do with that trailer. It's just going to have to be forever embedded in the planet. Yeah. Because it was still loaded with cargo. Something about borrowing a trailer. Yes, yes. So, neighbor, wasn't that you that I got the name Flippy from for the Fleet Star? No, I was debating about if I want to take this shortcut down the mountain here. It's the first shortcut. You know, the official shortcut. Apparently the truck doesn't want to take it because it decided to go straight instead of turning. I was completely stopped before the turn. They've gotten enough out of me. Don't let them know that. Well, good news. The engine's still running. Bad news, I gotta reload the cargo. Yeah, on this pass. This will be fun. And it's getting dark, of course, you know, I mean, that's the only reason something like this happened is because it was getting dark. Come on. Get in there. Sam is good. Yes, he's still a dog. He has not turned into a cat yet. Not to my knowledge, but I mean, I'm not going to swear to it. Yeah, you stupid thing. No cursing, just calling it stupid. Come Get up there. Well, I'm upright. It's just loading the container. Because unfortunately, you know, it's not exactly like this crane is that great of a crane for loading these things. I mean, it works good if you're jackknifed, but when you're not jackknifed and you're on a tippy road, I bet it won't let me pack it like that, will it? Impossible to pack cargo. I know it was going to say that. I want to come from the other side, I think, and push the front end the other way. Ah, you bugger. Ugh. Push it around. Round, round, get it around. I get it around. Yeah, get it around. Wrong song. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. No crashing. Crashing's not allowed. There's no ice on this map. Eh. Aha! Got her to drop in. Only a golf clap? Well, that might not be a good thing if you're supposed to be asleep and stuff. They might get upset. Yeah, when do you go back to school? Yes. You never know. There you go. Good job. Not that one. You never pick the right tree. Mistakes were made. Sir, I have no idea what you're talking about. Mm. There's no crying in baseball. No. This is the last thing that has to get done. Why's it got to get dark on me when I'm stuck in a situation like this? I know, it can't do it when it's light out. Yeah, I don't know. Who did that? Yeah, that's weird. Come on. Don't be falling over. Well, I don't want it falling over. And why in reverse did it go forward? Well, now we're done. Now we're stuck. Because we're on our side. Almost at the bottom of that shortcut. See what happens when I take a shortcut? Where's it at? That's when you need Kevin Bacon, a hero. You know what? Let's get rid of some of this extracurricular cargo floating around the yard while I'm driving by here. Got to clean the roads up. Is that kind of like getting on the plane and going, "Hi, Jack, you the bomb." All we had. How to hack a nuclear missile. Carefully. The library of very specific books. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd almost swear you were trying to quote Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You do, of course, know the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything, don't you? It is 42. See, Adam knows 42. Well, see, that's a skill that could be very useful. I used to be able to do that when I was younger. Boy, did I get a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have gotten. Oh yeah, I mean, now that I'm approaching from this angle and I can see it because you got these KC daylighters on here. Yeah, I was just about out of there. Don't panic and always bring a towel. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Well, I'll have to fish the cargo back out of here in a second. After I get the truck fished out. I mean, it's not like I was standing the truck back up on its wheels up in there. I mean, hey, it could have gotten stuck in a worse spot, I suppose. Poor Flippy. He was doing so well. It ain't the worst. No, no, it's definitely not the worst. Let's see now. Probably better off to try it off the trailer where it's a little bit wider point. Nope. That's not doing it. Come on. Get on your wheels. Well, that's not working. I'm thinking we're going to have to detach the trailer, do the truck by itself, then the trailer. All right, there's that. Now let's see if I can get the trailer. Okay. Then I got to put old Flippy into tow truck mode to get the container back down here. All right. Yeah, this has never gone wrong before. Never for anybody. Oh, is that what it is? Indiana is unpredictable. Yeah, could be. Aha! Another self-recovery. the in terms of weather. All right, we are loaded back up. Cargo packed. Headlights back on. Every good stream needs a flip on a tight shortcut and a rescue. That's right. It'd be more of a creek. Yeah, sure. Mesa says, yeah, sure. Okay, here we go. Up the hill. There you go. All right. Are we ready for this last and final delivery? Gotta get the VCR. The VC what? Cargo management. And unload. Cargo from the ship. Wow. We almost lost all hope of the cargo being delivered. They must have been watching my driving. Thank you. 1,270 XP, 14,100 cash. Hey, that'll buy a log carrier trailer. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, can pretty much do that. All right, how many trailers we got up at the top of the hill at the trailer store up there? Waiting to go. 3 of them? Or 2 of them? 2 of them. Not counting the scout trailer. I can, but I can't sell it without having a scout anyhow. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring the CK up to where I got the where the Fleet Star's at right now and hook up there. Actually, I might, because I got to go back to the garage anyhow. I may, instead of using the Fleet Star, I may use the White Western Star to pull it with, just for different truck. Okay, you go ahead and do that. Okay, truck stowage. This guy. But see, with the pay for repairs, you notice the roof rack did not replenish on here. So it kind of half worked. Oh, you're done diddly back. All right. Good to have you back, man. I am towing the CK up the hill so we can sell those trailers that are up there. Get the Scout fuel carrier trailer that's by the gateway took care of. And then eventually we'll have to get the CK over into Island Lake because of all the Scout fuel trailers there. But we're going to probably we're going to need a fifth wheel trucks and stuff over in Island Lake too, so. Yes, could do that. Yeah, while you were gone, I was mentioning that my pay for repairs and stuff thing kind of worked because, like, the roof rack on the CK didn't replenish going into the garage, so I would have to use one of the repair stations out here to get it restocked. So, hey, even though there's the no damage thing, you know, you still have the different trucks and stuff that the game requires you to repair. So, yeah. Which you have to pay to replenish it. Unless you sell the add-on and buy the add-on back, I think is a way around that. But it's kind of a cheating way around it. Refuel. Fuel tank. Hillary Western Star. But I can at least put fuel back on the roof rack. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I still don't know what you're talking about. Shooed? Like a horse? Fracking, isn't that illegal? Well, we're in Michigan. You see? Yeah, see? Just a little difficult, see? Is it? I haven't noticed, see? How'd you like where I parked that thing? It was necessary in order to get the Fleet Star back on its wheels. Great thing is once the Fleet Star was on its wheels, when I connected to the trailer, it pulled it right on top of the fifth wheel. Alright. So what you're telling me is I'm going to come around this curve up here and going to end up T-boning a fuel truck? Had this guy that was driving like an idiot one day. You know, I don't have a dash cam or anything, but I pull up next to him and he starts running his mouth to me on top of the fact that he was driving like an idiot. And I looked at him and I said, you know the great thing about life these days? He goes, what's that? I said, everybody's got a dash cam. Boy, he yeah, your tank's too far away from you. No, that's fine. This thing won't even let me. Oh, did you? That's good because I can't find you. It doesn't show up on my list at all. Not the truck or the tank. Especially considering I just robbed fuel out of it. Yeah, no clue. Well, you know, you gotta have floating lamp posts. They go with the trailers that are embedded in the ground. Besides, it came from Narnia. All right. The Dawn Trader. Dawn Trader, Lion the Witch and Wardrobe, Horse and His Boy, Magician's Nephew. Of course, Prince Caspian. No, that would be the Chronicles of Narnia series books. Yay, I see a trailer store. Hashtag the stars. Boy, somebody destroyed the fence around this trailer store, didn't they? Oh, Sergey? Having a raging fit about all the trees you killed? Oh, number the stars? Wait a minute. Why can't I... Oh! No, 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 it doesn't think you're the owner. The last thing I pulled with this was that construction semi-trailer. High saddle. And Flippy with his low saddles all the way at the bottom of the hill. Hey, well, I'm selling these other trailers. You want to go down there and grab Flippy? Okay. I mean, doesn't it figure? It went way too smooth getting up here. So that's the glove state done. Yep, pretty much. We just gotta get the trailers sold off and get everything back to the garage. Yes, I sounded like MJ on that one. Because, well, I've watched way too many of his videos not to call it a garage. Well, you know, I spent the last 2.5 years watching a Scottish guy play SnowRunner, so. Um, you know, you got this little side road here over by this trailer store that they never have you go down it for anything. There's never a reason to go down this side road. Hey, that fence fell over and I wasn't even anywhere near it. I mean, you know, kind of goes back up by the mountain a little bit, but I mean, you think they could have hit an upgrade in there or trailer or something? And then somebody accidentally drops it in the middle of a swamp. Were you towing the Scout fuel trailer backwards? I was like, how is it not facing the other way? So, AKA States next. Yep. There's a old army cadence about up north where it's cold. It's not exactly the nicest one. Animal rights people really don't like it. This is way up north where it's cold. People there ain't got no gold. They make their living from the sealskins that they sold. So don't bludgeon a seal 'cause you need a meal. Do it 'cause you want to hear that little creature squeal. Poke it in the eye or kick it in the head. Do it just for kicks. Poke it in the eye with your eye poking stick. Like I said, it's not very nice, but oh no, we had a when I was in jump school, we actually had uh, animal rights group on post, and they hated it. Our drill sergeants would have us sing that every time we went past their barracks. Yeah, they were not big fans of that one. Uh huh. What fence? Yeah. Trailer too far away. It's not too far away. It's just too crooked. Okay, there's no more trailers on Drummond. All right. You're getting paid? Well, that's weird. Maybe we both got paid that way. I didn't even look, but so then the so the only trailer I still have up top up here is this other fuel trailer, so I'll get that one sold back, and then because we can go the other way through to Island Lake. And once again, I turned around prematurely. So now I'm backing up to the warehouse. I'm doing a Rio. Oh, I'm doing it from in cab. Not really. Yeah, but why would we do that? It's quicker to go down the other way. The trailer store's on the other. The trailer store's closer to the other entrance. Well, I'll leave it parked up here with the White Western Star. Then that way it can get sold because nothing requires the high saddle. So actually, we don't have any trailers up in this area. There's only 3 trailers out on Smithville. There's one sideboard trailer, which is by the antenna thing, and then the 2 fuel trailers. Okay. Yeah, and the one by the antenna can just go straight through to the Island Lake store. So I am going to go ahead and sell this one because we don't really need it. Because there's no reason for us to come up here again. Maybe. Okay. Skill points in the speech. Well, I'll get the CK down to a spot where it's convenient to grab with the Fleet Star. And then both of those can go through and start grabbing trailers. Well, there's a boatload of scout fuel carriers in there though that all have to get picked up, so so one thing, Island Lake had no shortage of fuel. Almost. Where's that shortcut at? Yeah. I guess it don't matter. I passed the one I was wanting, so. Yeah, it's like quarter after, so. Probably just going to get set up and ready to move in there. And then move on in on the next one. Cause yes, you can. Oof. I don't know. Look at the bottom of your list, because if you didn't bring it back to the garage when you left, it'll be all the way at the bottom of your storage. Yeah, scroll all the way to the bottom. I do not believe so. I didn't see anything pop up about a code change. Nope, same code. Testing, 1, 2, testing, 1, 2. Things have a tendency to be absorbed if watch people's videos for that amount of time. Yeah, there should be just about enough time to get this over by the gateway and then possibly get the Fleet Star over there. No, not unless you want to jump on the Fleet Star and start driving it towards the Island Lake Gateway. Hey, I'm just about to get out of the swamp. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, while Rio's driving the Fleet Star over to the gateway, we're going to go ahead and end the stream. And we will pick this up, ready to clean out the rest of the trailers from Island Lake. And then, of course, we've only got a couple of them left here in Smithville and whatever we have in Black River. Nope, we're actually getting off right now, Ged. And so, yeah, we just got trailers, Ged. Yes. Yep. anyhow, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying, we'll get these trailers finished out at the beginning of the next stream, and then we will be moving to Alaska and start our exploration over there. That will be next Thursday, so we will see you then. Again, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. And until then, we will see you all next time. And Rio says hi-bye, and also, I'm sure Ged has the same theory of saying goodbye to you guys, and we will talk to you guys next time. Yes, next Tuesday for SnowRunner. Thursday, Tuesday, one of them days.